Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's having a phenomenal day today. And today's the day that I'm finally gonna do that video I promised you guys like, what, a month ago? I'm a terrible human. But no, side note guys, there are just some videos that have not even attempted to go up or even film because the amount of stuff that has been coming out recently has made it very hard for these is it really videos to come out, because there's just, I want to give you guys all the videos and I have to choose because I can only do so many because we're still lazy channel. We can't do all of them yet. But yes, let's get into what today's video is about. So I mentioned, I want to say it was like 3, 4, I don't know, so I haven't mentioned it for months, that I was going to do a price breakdown video with you guys so you guys can understand how I value these sets. So if I end up not doing a value set that you are kind of interested in, hopefully you can kind of do math on the fly like I do when I'm inside stores. So if you're unfamiliar with my Is It Really segment that we do here on this channel, basically I take different value gift sets from either companies or brands depending on who it is. Like Ulta and Sephora do their own giant company collabs with value sets, and companies of course put out their own. And basically I take whatever they value it at and I break down all the products that are actually physically inside their kits to give you the actual retail value of the products and not just what they're stating is the value. So yes, I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. So typically what I do when I start, I've found the set. So if I'm in store, it's a little bit different than if I'm at home, which is typically where I find all the sets with the exception of JCPenney's. And no joke, I'm not kidding, I've sat on the floor instead of a JCPenney Sephora and done math on the floor. I'm a weirdo. Fun times. But yes, so basically I will have 2 types of electronical devices near me just to make it a little bit easier on myself, so I'm not constantly toggling between things. I can look at things and then move through another one. So typically I'll have like a laptop or a notebook or something in front of me that I'll pull up the actual value set on so I can see every individual detailed item inside the set, and then I'll typically have my phone on the hand to look it up via the app. Typically I'm doing like a Sephora set or something, and so I'm looking it up on my phone through the app. So today we're going to talk about the Tarteist Treat Eye and Lip set. So I picked a very easy, simple one just so you guys can kind of run through it a little bit smoother, so it's not as long and I'm not in this video for an hour trying to break down, you know, a 16-piece value set. So hopefully if everything goes well, over here in the screen you will see math next to my lovely little head, above probably my lovely little pygmy puff. But yes, hopefully somewhere over in the screen there will be the math up here with you guys so you guys can physically see what I'm doing, unless all has gone wrong and then I end up having to reshoot this video. I hope not. You'll find out if this video actually goes up or not. So yes, so we're going to do the Tarteist Treat Your Eye and Lip set. So this is a 3-piece value set from Tarte that is sold exclusively at Sephora. It's part of their, like, I don't know why they did this collab only with Sephora. Don't know, don't care. Let's get into it. So basically what I'm going to do is I take all of the items that are in the set and I just go through it one by one. So the first item that is included inside this kit via the Sephora website, because it's what I'm looking on right now, is the Tarteist Pro To Go Amazonian Clay Palette Eyeshadow. And I normally wouldn't be able to do a palette because in order to do palette breakdowns, the company itself has to sell the exact same type of eyeshadow in individuals, but this particular palette they do sell at Sephora. So what I would do is I would literally just go on the website. This is when I would have my phone out and I would be leaving the gift set. I'm gonna show you the phone. I'd be leaving the gift set up on my other device, so it'd be easier on me so I could look at that and not have to constantly go back to it because it's a pain. So I would literally just type into my phone the Tarteist Pro To Go set, and then it would pull up the palette. And then I would see the palette sells for $23. So that would be our first number. So the set, actually I did not even mention that to you guys. The set costs $25 and they don't actually give a value on the set, which I thought was a little bit strange, but typically if it's in the low values, no one really like posts it. It's like, oh, it's like a 20% savings. Most companies don't do that. They're like, you know, like 50 and above, they'll start putting their savings. They don't typically, they'll either post like, if they're going to do percentages, they do like that, or they'll do like a dollar amount, like it's a $10 savings or something like that. They don't typically, if it's a low percentage, because people are like, it's only 10%, like I don't want that, like that's stupid. Savings is savings. So yeah, it's $25. So yes, the palette is $23. So now this is where we get into the math, because the other two products in there are not full-size products. They are not sold individually. And even if they are sold, like they sell the deluxe size, which is the same size, we never go by that because they overcharge for those than what they take off of their normal large size. So the first thing we're going to talk about in the kit, well, second thing we're going to talk about the palette, is the Tarte's Glossy Lip Paint in WCW. So we're gonna go ahead and look that up. So we just type in Tarte Glossy Glossy Lip Paint. Has to take seconds to buffer. Okay, so a Tarte Glossy Lip Paint is $20 and it is a 0.2 ounce. So it's very important to know the actual ounces of what you have. It feels so weird like doing the math and not like doing the math. I'm going to take this thing over here so I can do the math because I feel weird like talking about it and I'm not actually showing you guys the equations because it's up here. So yeah, so you have to know basically what you're doing is you're solving for x. If you don't remember back in like high school and middle school when you did mathematical equations in algebra class, and I remember asking my teacher, I was like, when am I ever going to use algebra? And he was like, you gonna be an architect? And I was like, probably not. And he was like, never. And I'm like, cool, you use it. So basically what you're doing is you're solving for x. So you take your known factors, the mathematics that we're talking, it's so much fun. So basically you have $20, no, I'm sorry, scratch that guys. It is 0.2, because that's the ounces that we have on the full size, over $20. And then that's going to be equal to, we know what we know about the value size or whatever, the one that came in the set, is it is a 0.034 ounce. And so that's going to go over X because that's what we don't know. So we basically take ounce to ounce, price to price, and the missing known factor is the X. So I know math, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sorry. This is very valuable information. So basically what you do is just like when you're in algebra class, you have to cross multiply. So you take 0.0, I don't know what I'm going to do from, 0.034 times 20 is going to be equal to 0.2 times X. So, no joke guys, I don't do the full elongated formula anymore because I just know the shorthand version, so I'll show you guys what that is afterwards. So yes, I don't think I'm going to do it on both of them. I think I'll just show you guys the shorthand on the second one. Hopefully you guys can do it with me when we do it with the mascara. So yeah, we're going to go into our calculator and we're going to take 0.034, multiply that by 20, and we're going to get 0.68. So our equation now will read 0.68 equals 0.2 times X. So in order to get, you know, the equation like riddled out, you have to divide the 0.68 by 0.2. So you just take that, divide it by 0.2. That way you can get what is solved for X. And that's going to give us 3.4. So that's going to be $3.40. And that is what it is worth. It's worth $3.40. Don't you guys feel accomplished with me? So yes, that makes the glossy lip paint worth $3.40. So now the shorthanded version that I do, because I don't honestly need to actually write down my mathematical equations just because I've done it 16 million times now. So what I would typically do is I just know I need to take 0.034 times it by 20, and then I will literally just divide it by 0.2. So I take my price of the full size, times it by the ounces of the sample size that I have, divide it by the actual ounces that are inside the full size product, and bam, you have what the value size actually cost. Very, very simple. It is not very hard. It sounds a lot more complicated than it is. Hopefully my sister was able to get all this up there so you guys can actually see. Someone just rang my doorbell. I hope that means I'm getting a subscription box in right now. That's part of my mail person. I don't even know if you guys could hear my doorbell, but I had to make knowledge to it. Okay, so we got that. So right now we know the Tarteist Pro To Go palette is $23. The glossy lip paint is worth $3.40. So if you guys are able to do the math equation with me for the lash paint mascara from Tarte. So I'm literally just going to go back into the Sephora app and find the Tarte lash paint. I should just literally be able to type in lash paint and it should find it. Yep, lash paint mascara. So yes, the lash paint mascara is $23 and it is a 0.23 ounce. So same thing, I'm not going to do the long graded formula with you guys because I think that's silly. Because I just showed you guys how to do the shorthand. Do the shorthand, guys, it's so much easier than actually writing out the equations. But if you need to, do it. No joke, when I did all of my first original videos, I did the Is It Is It Really, I have the longhand, I think I still have my notes for the long-handed equations. So yeah, so we're going to take and go back into our calculator because the ounces that are inside of our deluxe size is a 0.08. So we're going to take $23, which is the price of the full-size mascara, times it by 0.08. We're going to get $1.84. Not actually what we're going to get. And then we're going to divide that by 0.23 because that's the actual full size ounces. And we're going to get $8. It's worth $8. Yay! Doesn't it make you guys feel accomplished? I always feel accomplished when I'm like, oh, I actually found the value. This is the true value of this set. Okay, so now what I do to find the actual value of the value set is I just add. I literally just add the actual like products together. So we have $23 from the palette, $3.40 from the glossy lip paint, and then $8 from the mascara, bringing our grand total for the value of the set to $34.04. And if you don't know how percentages work, you literally just take the $25 that you had from the actual like price of the gift set, and then you just divide that by what you actually have for the value. It'll give you 70.73. All you do is take that, minus it by 73. Subtract that from 100 and you get, well, don't do the point. You make it a full number. So like if it's a 0.73, that means you take 73 off of 100 and you get 27%. Boom. We just did a value down breakdown on camera with you guys, and I'm very excited that it happened because no joke, I've been wanting to do this for you guys for a while because, side note, I know I briefly talked about it when we first started out in the video, I really love doing the Is It Is It Really videos for you guys. They're so much fun. The problem is there's just not enough revenue coming into the channel yet for me to want to do, you know, 36 videos in a week for the amount of value sets. That's an exaggeration, but I literally could do a whole channel with multiple posts a day of just value sets because companies throw them out so quickly, because companies like Sephora and Ulta that sell the products, they want products to come out so regularly, so it keeps customers interested in coming back to them. So that's a big thing. So I really wanted to do a video with you guys because I feel like we've just skipped out on so many sets. There's so many things, like no joke, guys. My notebook is pretty thick and there's like no joke probably about 24 pre-researched videos that have never been recorded because they go out of stock or they go out of relevance after, you know, like 2 months in, 3 months in. Like it's just no longer like relevant to talk about it because there's 16 other new things that I need to talk about to talk with you guys because they just seem more relevant for me. But yes, that is it. I know that was a little, it was much. I know we just had some math. I know some of us probably haven't done it since like high school and college, but it's okay because you know it's great and it teaches you how to save on makeup. But that's it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to get notifications, because I don't want to post these videos, they just go up every single day, hit the notifications button. And if you want to follow me on my social media, there's going to be a link in the description below. Also in the link in the description below is a link to my giveaway video. If you have not seen that, you should, because the bath bombs that I'm giving away I know are sold out at a lot of places. So definitely check that out. But that's it, guys. Stay foxy.